Hey, and welcome to the Friday 13th version of the Tech Out Loud podcast. This was a super week for the week of January 8th, the start of CES, and this is going to be a mega podcast. We're just going to break down CES. As always, I'm Andrew Dang, joined by
Christopher Wall.
And I'm Alex West.
And let's just get to it. Since there's so many topics to cover, and there's so much crap to go through, and I really mean crap as in crap, because a lot of these things are crap.
We're about to make it rain in CS.
Basically, we're going to speed through these lists, and if anybody wants to talk about what I'm about to speed through, might as well speak up or forever hold your silence. First press conference, Acer S5 Ultrabook, the world's thinnest Ultrabooks. Also inspired the Timeline Ultra series. Not interesting. Acer Cloud, exactly like iCloud, down to the presentation slides, using the same gradients, almost the same, not the same fonts.
Do you get the same space on?
You get 5 gigs free, and they have something called PicStream that allows you, whatever photos you take, to stream to your computer.
Are you allowed to delete those photos?
Yes, for 30 days.
That's not bad. That's better options than what Apple's giving you right now.
Yeah, but I wish they didn't clone their presentation slide.
Basically.
Acer Iconia Tab A700, a 1080 display, and quad-core Android tablet. Cool, but do we really need quad-core at this point for a tablet?
I think we just need a decent tablet right now.
Yep.
Definitely. Okay, moving on. LG introduced Smart 3D TV, 28mm thick and a 1mm bezel. Sounds like my kind of TV. It has 3 gestures, exactly like Kinect.
Minus the 3D, and it would be an awesome TV.
Yeah.
It has a dual-core CPU and a quad-core GPU.
What is the price around this thing?
They didn't announce. They said in the coming weeks.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
That just means
I
expensive.
don't want to spend $3,000 or $4,000 for a TV. Like, that's just me. Like, I'm comfortable.
Would you spend that much for an LG Google TV?
No. What a great segue.
But their Google TV has Smart Mesh.
Wait, is the Google TV built into the
Yes, it's built
the
into the
LG, or is it like a standalone device, like a TiVo?
It's built into the TV.
Oh, okay.
It has Smart Mesh, which controls your home appliances with your phone and the TV.
What networks are lined up to join with Google TV? Because I know they said, like, when a Google TV was first announced, they were going to have a lot of people, and then everyone just bailed out. They're like, no, thank you.
You know why? Because Google TV, it didn't have any apps, and it could only get content through Chrome, and then all your networks blocked Chrome.
So what's the update now? Is it still Chrome oriented?
You can download apps now.
Okay, I mean,
it has Honeycomb.
What about Boxy? Can you like Boxy on Google TV?
I couldn't say why. You could box the original Google TV.
Yeah, see what I'm saying.
So
is that like hacking your Google TV if you did Boxy?
Oh, like Google actually cares what you're doing.
That's true.
You already paid them.
They just want you to use your Google TV.
They just want you to buy the Google TV so they can sell ads to you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then they also marketed something called 3D sound, whatever that means.
3D sound? Was it like surround sound, but 3D?
Is it like surround sound for 3D movies?
Or immersive sound, as they like to call it.
Wouldn't that be like more 4D, I guess? A 4D sound? Like trying to make it like make you feel.
We need more Ds. They also announced the 55-inch OLED TV with a 4mm thickness and no bezel.
$8,000.
Is that from LG?
Yes,
the LG. Oh man, I saw that and I was like, that's beautiful.
Just expensive.
$8,000 beautiful?
Yeah, $8,000.
What's the size though?
55 inches.
See, I don't need 55 inches.
What do you need?
I need between maybe 32.
Can we?
I'm a simple man. Simple needs. I don't need something like gigantic. Maybe if I have like my own apartment and I'm not afraid of someone to break in and take my OLED TV.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Anyways, LG also announced a phone, LG Spectrum, which is a very boring phone. It was the LG Nitro rebranded for Verizon.
And what does this phone have inside? Like, what are
LTE 720 display and ESPN partnership, whatever that means.
See, I think that's their main thing by LG, or I think in Verizon, it's just pushing the ESPN.
Anyways, talking about Verizon, we're not going to AT&T. They had their developer conference where they pretended to know a lot of stuff about developers. They talked about developer jargon, demo developer apps, and then they announced basically had Sony's press conference. They announced PlayStation Suite, Xperia Play, and the PS Vita with 3G AT&T plans. They announced a shitload of phones. They announced Xperia Ion, the Skyrocket HD, the Galaxy Note, the Pantech Burst, the Samsung Exhilarate, the Pantech Element, which is a waterproof tablet. I thought that was interesting.
Do you think the PSP Vita will like ever have like LTE like qualifications or like?
The battery barely lasts 4 hours now, Chris. I think if you're gonna put LTE on that thing, it's very gonna last.
That's my thing.
Hours.
It's like if you want to pay the price of like the original PSP, like $250, you're gonna have to like give me some speed.
But they're not. It's not on contract though.
The 3G?
Yeah, the 3G is not on contract.
How much are we looking at a month?
we're looking at the same price as phones. So
and it's like you're still
50.
capped with 2 gigabytes.
Yes.
I bet you can go over that like crazy if you're
Yeah.
especially
on
the
a
Vita.
PS3.
Yeah,
Not
on a PS
PSP,
Vita.
sorry.
On a PS Vita.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But they also announced the HTC Titan, which has a 16 megapixel camera and LTE, but only 4 months after the Titan came out. I wonder how those Titan owners feel now.
Oops.
Moving on, we have Samsung Smart TV. Basically, it's LG's press conference all over again. They announced a Smart TV, a U-shaped stand with a thin bezel. High-end TVs will now have integrated webcams, and you can have. And they promise Angry Birds on TVs later this year.
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds.
Isn't that? I mean, Roku already has Angry Birds on their TV.
Well,
the Roku
Samsung
box.
wants it now.
Okay, I think the Angry Bird is kind of done. The next phase, Temple Run. Anybody
No,
play
you know
Temple Run?
No, you know what the next phase is at the
Temple Run,
CES?
Alex?
What is it? No.
What?
I don't have it.
Explain.
It's like, all right, so it's like Indiana Jones. You know, you're exploring, and
So is
then
it a side scroller?
no, it's like you're exploring, and then out of nowhere, like monkeys from hell come out, and then you just start in a sprint, and you're just running, jumping over stuff, left, right, up, down, slide, underneath tree, go through the fire, oh, up, jump, down. What is this? I don't know. You want to make it to the bridge? That's basically what it is. It's really cool. I would say just give it a try.
You know what? It's the CES. All the demos were cut the rope.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like because they're trying to get away from Angry Birds. Like everyone knows, like they can play Angry Birds. It's like you have Facebook, Twitter, and now preloaded Angry Birds. It's like the 3 must-have apps. If your phone or your applications don't have Angry Birds on it, you're just not satisfied.
Samsung also wanted this year to be their smart line because they have a smart OLED TV with a dual-core processor and a 55-inch OLED screen with a smart camera with wireless uploading technology and a smart refrigerator that runs Android with apps.
You gotta be kidding me.
Is that the refrigerator that I saw that had like a touchscreen?
Yeah. It runs Android.
That also connects to your, like, they had a washing machine and dryer that was also touchscreen?
Exactly. It's called Samsung Synergy. All share. Connects all appliances and contact with your smartphone.
I think I would actually do that. Like, if I had, like, you know, if I was in San Francisco, I had, like, a small little apartment, just had my, like, you know, everything, like, was connected by my phone. Like, I could, like, start my clothes from my phone.
With your Galaxy Tab. No?
No, it has to be an iPhone app.
No. We'll see.
An iPad app.
Maybe Samsung will develop.
I mean, it's a cool premise. I'm definitely down for it.
Definitely.
Maybe with my door, too. My door can open.
But your door has to be made by Samsung for that to work.
That's okay. They have, like, I've seen, like, locks now where you can, like, open them via apps.
Yeah.
Your garage door can be opened.
You know why? Because garage uses technology from the 1960s.
But I want, like, front door. Like, you have to, like, unlock my front door for somebody.
Why don't you convert your garage?
We need to free up garage. Garages uses the 900 megahertz spectrum, which is precious. It's precious.
Andy has this thing about garage doors and how
they need to free them up because then we can be compatible with Europe. Nobody uses garage door. Well, I mean, people use garage doors, but most people have Wi-Fi now. Why don't we switch garage door open to Wi-Fi?
Do you know how like my Wi-Fi is so slow? Like my garage door would take forever to open.
Yeah, what happens
if
your
just
power?
Click a button.
Yeah, your power goes out.
Your internet goes out. Not internet.
Your internet goes out.
Fine, but we can find a better. The point I'm making is we can find a better way.
Trust me. There's like I had a long life of going. I had to open the garage door, and then before with a clicker, and then like my parents would park the car. I hated being that kid. Now when we had the garage clicker, boom, press a button. I'm not giving it up. Not giving it up. So
you are the ones why we are stuck without innovation in this industry.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, smart refrigerator, Galaxy Note. They announced a 4K TV.
Yes.
Super cool. They also announced.
I've seen an 8K. That's all they announced. Someone announced an 8K TV.
Yeah, LG with 85-inch 8K.
Is there even an 8K camera?
No.
It's an 8K TV.
Not even movie theaters recorded 8K. They only recorded 4K.
4K.
Yeah, I was like, what are you gonna see in an 8K TV?
You're gonna see.
What 8K content?
You can see 17 1080p movies at once.
Basically, just split them up, picture in picture.
Basically.
Are you losing any resolution whatsoever?
If you scale up a 4K resolution, yeah. But I mean, if you can notice scaling up 4K resolution, you're pretty. Anyways, Samsung also announced 2 Ultrabooks: the Series 9, Series 5. Series 5, they're both pretty standard, competing toe-to-toe with the MacBook Air. Nothing special.
Yeah.
And then we get to Nokia, my favorite press conference. They announced the Lumia 900.
I would actually like use one for a week.
Really?
Try it out.
Test it out.
You
know what? I like that they got the blue out from the gate. So when people walk into an AT&T store, even if they don't want a Lumia 900, they see the blue one.
I hate going into an AT&T store. I just want to pick a fight with somebody. You always have that douche that's sitting there with his like Bluetooth piece and be like, God. Let me show you these LT phones. No, and then it's HSBA Plus or HSBA Plus or you have LTE. And you're just like, oh, I don't know. Like when I walked into a Verizon store and I asked this phone, like this Android phone has flash qualities. I don't mean the camera. When that dude was like, yes, it has it on the back. No, flash. Adobe. It's like, what are you talking about? Just stop.
Oh yeah, no, this is basically how my experience goes into a retailer store. Basically, if I'm watching, a customer is like, so is this like the iPhone? Because this run the same apps as the iPhone. Please tell me what phone to buy, you unqualified sales major.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean,
basically, everybody just kind of wants to buy the iPhone.
Do they still have Windows Phone gurus in like Best Buy stores?
No. They have them at the Microsoft stores.
Well, where's the Microsoft store?
Yeah, where are they?
13 locations across the United States.
That's terrible.
Mainly on the West Coast.
Currently
they
expanding.
They couldn't even do 52. Just at least one in each state.
Currently expanding. And the Lumia 800 is now getting sold unlocked in the Microsoft stores.
How much?
Probably $500. But it makes no sense because the Lumia 800 can only work on AT&T 3G, but AT&T is getting the Lumia 900. I have an issue with that. Why couldn't they build a Lumia 800 with Pentaband for the US?
Oh, I guess we should also announce that AT&T is also going to be the first carrier to have all LTE Windows.
It's the
phone.
first. It's the first LTE Windows phone. LTE's partner with them, and it's not impressive to me anymore. I was wowed by the Lumia 800, but
are you okay with it being released in AT&T? Are you okay with that?
No, I'm not. I don't care. At this point, I don't care. I just want my N8 with Windows Phone. But I'm very happy that it piqued your interest. How do you feel about this phone?
I mean, anything that's better than this iPhone 3G.
I wish I could try out phones like you do.
No, we don't get to test out phones unless a company like Verizon offers like a 30-day trial and then charge you. So,
they do. You just have to pay restocking fees.
I don't pay restocking fees.
I'll pay a restocking fee. How much are we looking at? $30?
Yeah,
$20?
About $30.
I mean, but the problem is
for 30 days.
And then you just keep doing that over and over again?
Yeah.
No limits?
Yeah. You just buy the phone, return in how much they need to, and then pay the restocking fee and go on with your life.
And it doesn't mess with your contract eligibility for upgrade?
No, this is the thing. You buy it full price at $500. That's the hard part. You have to have $500 saved up somewhere. Buy it full price, take it home, play with it 30 days, return it, get the $500 back, pay $30, make that $30 back, and continue that perpetual cycle. You do not sign a contract. You just buy the phone.
See, I think I'd rather pay an additional contract. Like, let's say I'm willing to pay $30 a month for the ability to switch out my phone, plus an additional $30 fee for restocking.
The carriers won't do that. They'll lose too much money.
I think it's a little cheaper than doing $500 in one shot.
I guess, but until your plan comes to fruition, I'll stick with my plan. Okay.
I don't understand though. Don't they lose money as well because they can't sell that phone new after you return it?
Yeah, they can. They can.
As an open box, or
well, then it's a lie. Then if it's
basically
brand new.
because one of my friends, when his Surround got unissued bricked, and he had the warranty on it, and for a new Surround, it was a refurbished Surround.
Yeah, they do refurbish.
Yeah, so they'll just claim it as refurbished new. They'll reseal the box. As long as you don't destroy the phone.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, what can you do? How badly can you destroy a phone in 30 days if you're not trying to? NVIDIA's conference, they basically just bragged about, we have new GPUs, Tegra 3, Windows 8 running on Tegra 3, and then the car, the Audi Tesla S, will have 2 Tegra chips inside.
I like the Audi, I just don't like I don't think I need all that computer power in my car. I'd rather have horsepower than computer power.
It's sad. It's not sad, but it's a really big change in how we live when Mercedes has a job opening for a computer scientist.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did you apply?
No, that's what my cousin does in Germany.
Oh.
He's a computer scientist, programmer for Mercedes.
Well, someone's got to program that GPS system. Just saying.
And Sony, Kelly Clarkson is saying, they announced their 55-inch, but we all know it's OLED, but they don't want to get caught in this OLED craze, so they call it Crystal LED. Ooh.
Yeah.
And then Sony brought out Will Smith. And then and then help.
He was just mainly there to promote Men in Black 3.
Yep.
Yeah, he was there to promote Men in Black 3, and he tried to talk about APS-C sensors.
Can you elaborate on the APS sensors for people who don't know?
Basically, the sensors used in DSLRs.
Yeah.
Basically, they wanted Will Smith to say, "Oh, look at the Sony NEX7. Look at the Sony Alpha 77. Buy them, and watch my movie when it comes out, even though it's gonna suck."
Is it like his movie shot with any of these cameras?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, I don't know why. Sony, their Bravia TV lineup will be Google TVs.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, remember last week we talked about speculation with the ad of Google Nexus coming to Sprint, and it's actually confirmed now.
Yes, it's confirmed now. LTE with Sprint, but how's that going to work? They have no LTE markets.
No, they only have WiMAX.
But it's not a dual WiMAX or LTE phone.
Exactly. So what are they going to do?
So it's just going to fall back on EVDO 3G until LTE comes on?
Great.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Do you think it's going to come over to AT&T?
I would be very surprised if it didn't.
If it probably did come over to AT&T, do you think it'd be like washed down?
Well, there is a pentaband version that works with AT&T and T-Mobile now.
But that's you get to pay the unlock price, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't want to pay that. Like, I'm willing to like upgrade and give up my iPhone for a Galaxy Nexus.
You see, this is like I need a throwdown between the Galaxy Nexus, the Lumia 900, and the iPhone 4S. Those are the three most lust-worthy phones.
I want to actually play with a Galaxy Nexus. Like, all I've seen is like tons of hands-on videos, and I love it from what it's seen. But I actually want to be able to use it.
You can't even go into a store and look at it.
You have to go to Verizon.
You know what I hate about stores who have displays? They're just like plastic displays.
The dummy units.
Oh my god, that like makes me want to punch somebody.
Best Buy used to have actual displays until
I guess people started breaking them and taking the buttons off and abusing them so much.
Yeah, and stealing the stylus.
Who uses stylus anymore?
Well, back then when they did have
Who uses stylus anymore?
The Galaxy Note uses a stylus. Speaking of the Galaxy Note, you know what they claimed? They're like, our stylus is the only stylus that fully replicates the feeling of pen and paper.
I'm going to use my iPad, which replicates the feeling of touch.
But you know how BS that is? It's a piece of plastic on glass.
That's whatever.
Not pen and paper. But see, Google TV. Even Sony's doing Google TV again, even though theirs failed.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft, of course, ended day zero with their keynote, which was the worst keynote in the world.
It was.
They basically redid. They redid Build, but now that we got all the boring news out of the way, we can go to the fun.
I feel like maybe BlackBerry would have had a better keynote than what Microsoft.
BlackBerry wasn't even there. They had a little booth, but they didn't give any presentations.
Yeah.
That's how out of the loop. No, you know what they did? They tried to say that Cut the Rope came to the playbook.
Okay.
What is so happy?
Chris celebrated. I just celebrated my member ID registration from for Comic Con.
Oh, okay. So
I finally got my confirmation.
We know what's more important to you now.
It's Comic Con.
You know what's also important? MySpace TV.
I saw that.
What do you feel about MySpace TV?
What content are they getting?
I don't know. Whatever Justin Timberlake wants to give.
I mean, I used to watch some anime shows on MySpace because they were like early places that would have them, but other than that, I really don't see myself using MySpace TV. Is it really? I don't even know. If you go to MySpace now? Is it still running? It's still a social network that's like copies hardcore of what Facebook is. Like they have status updates now.
Well, they've always had status updates.
Yeah. I thought it was more like a post on your wall or comment. I don't even know what. I don't remember. I don't even remember what happened.
Now is what you do. Is you link your Facebook account and everything from your Facebook is pretty much copied onto your wall on MySpace.
It kind of like bent over to Facebook
because who was that guy's name? Tom. What was his last name? I don't remember his last name.
Tom
Anderson.
I don't know. All I know is he no longer is the owner of.
Is he still the first friend you get or no?
I don't know.
I don't know. Why don't you create a MySpace account?
Because I spent forever deleting mine, okay? I'm not creating a new one.
It was easy to delete your MySpace account compared to your Facebook account.
No, my MySpace account was so BS delete. They're like, enter your email, enter your password, and they're like, sorry, it didn't match. I'm like, of course it matches! I'm logged into this page to say it. But whatever. The HP Spectre, how do you feel about that? It's a laptop fully encased in Gorilla Glass.
Oh, wait, I didn't get...
You showed me that. I like it until you drop it.
I don't like its back because it's going to attract fingerprints like hell. They better come with coupons for Windex.
So apparently I didn't get my email. It was just a
response.
It was just a response from the Comic-Con member admin. It says, thank you for your patience. Please make sure you're checking your email address that you register for a member ID. There's now a known delay with Yahoo and AOL email accounts. Please allow 24 hours for confirmation. How long did it take for you guys?
Like right after.
2 seconds.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And Alex sent it to me, and we did it together, and then it was
he beat me to it, too.
Yeah, I beat him to it, and he's the one who sent it to me.
Maybe I'll just sign my... No.
Maybe it's the lag in this internet connection.
No, I don't think it's the lag. I mean...
And he's using Gmail, not even AOL or Yahoo, so...
I don't know.
Back to CES.
Right.
Jesus, you guys. Comic-Con. When is Comic-Con? In the summer?
Yeah.
We'll talk about Comic-Con when it comes to Comic-Con.
All right.
Anybody, one of our listeners, please find Chris a Comic-Con ticket.
Please give me some Comic-Con tickets.
He has the cash. He's willing to pay.
Yeah.
And hotel. No.
Airbnb.
I'll stay in a car.
Oh my god.
I'll sleep in a car and take
for
a
3
shower.
days.
Yeah.
You know they have free showers on the beach. You just if you don't mind showering.
They're homeless showers.
Yeah, if you don't mind showering in front of people.
Yeah. Oh. I'll do it.
Why didn't Florida have that?
They do. They have a Blanchard Park has a mist machine. It's like a homeless bath.
They do?
Yeah. I was riding my bike through.
Because if you go to San Fran, if you go to the beaches there, naked people take a shower in the showers.
That's because they're allowed to do that.
I know. But it's not a naked beach.
It's like a nudist colony, though.
Very liberal in San Francisco.
Yes, it is.
How do you feel about the HP Spectre?
I just really don't care.
Oh.
That's just my opinion.
Fine. Alex and I think it's a beautiful piece of engineering. I just feel it's very unsafe to wield. You said, and then Motorola announced the Droid Razr Max with 2 X's. And the Droid 4. The Max is basically the Droid Razr, but it's double as thick with a double battery. So it's not super thin anymore.
I'm getting confused with the names that they're using.
No, this is what Sanjay Jha, the CEO of Motorola, says. We don't like making so many different phones.
Here's a question. Do you think, towers, like PC towers, like desktops, are they dying? Are people just going straight to...
Pre-configured ones are dying.
Yes.
Pre-configured ones are dying, but people will still build their own.
Custom-built computers will still be around.
Yeah.
Because I think, I look at it now, and it's like everyone, they're going towards, laptops, HP, MacBooks. It's like back in the day, back in my parents' day, when they were growing up.
Oh, back in the day.
It's like you had an Atari, right? And then you go from an Atari, and then went for a Commodore 64, and then you're more prone to get a PC, a Dell,
IBM.
an IBM computer. Nowadays, you have you get a kid who gets an iPod in middle school, who then has an iTouch in high school,
and then probably gonna get a Mac.
It's gonna get a Mac in college, so or MacBook Pro. They're not gonna get a iMac. So I feel like the desktop itself, it's getting older.
It's basically the crowd, because me and Alex will always need desktops.
Right.
Yeah.
For our video editing, you need a power machine, and we'll never buy a pre-configured machine.
I think I'll always have a desktop with me, but I'll never. It'll be like if I have to do something or editing wise.
Right, because I have a quad core system at home. I'm probably due for an upgrade. I might go for an 8-core.
Don't you have an i7 in your MacBook Pro now?
Yes, I do.
Is it the 2nd gen or the 1st gen?
It would be the... that's the thing. I bought this computer I bought this a few months ago. And
do you know what kind of i7 it is? Is it the...
I'll check it out.
Is it the 3-digit number i7 or is it the 4-digit number i7? That starts with 2.
I'll look. But basically, this was the February 2011 model, and in October they released the late 2011.
So you probably have the 1st gen.
I probably have the 1st gen. I'm looking it up right now. System report, I think.
Why does Mac makes everything so hard to look up?
No, you just go to About This Mac.
Yeah.
Oh, go here.
I did.
But does it say the model or
it just says 2 gigs Intel Core i7? But
it's probably the 1st gen.
I got the Intel Core 2 Duo. So.
Yeah.
Oh, sad.
I mean, anything else? I mean, are we pretty much hit everything?
I just really want to talk about some interesting things at CES, like
motion capturing with the eye of Windows 8.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But
I told you, Windows.
I didn't see anybody.
Windows 8 tablets.
Were they announced?
Yes, the Lenovo Yoga
Yeah, I know they were announced, but like I know they're going to be announced, but I didn't know, like I said, like see the market though.
The Yoga is definitely coming.
Okay, I still have to like see hands-on video.
Have you seen the Yoga?
No.
It's a laptop, an ultrabook, if you will, that bends completely backwards to become a tablet, and it runs Windows 8. I thought it was pretty sick.
But can you use the Windows 8 tracking? Like that seemed pretty cool. It was like getting rid of touchscreen technology, but I didn't see anybody with glasses. Does it read with if you have glasses on top of that?
Because the thing is, Microsoft at their keynote, they announced Kinect for Windows is coming in February. So Windows 8 will use that technology. So that's how they're tracking your eyes.
Now, is Kinect built into the devices, or is it a separate external?
The drivers are the source code is going to be released, so people can start developing apps using the webcam.
Okay, so that way you don't have a separate camera, and
I'm pretty sure Microsoft will make an extension if you want a better Kinect experience for your laptop. But for people who just want to use,
so Microsoft's taking the Kinect and just expanding it more than just the Xbox.
Yeah,
but is it going to be like I know for like
they're trying?
Is there going to be like still limitations of how close you can get? Because I know that it kind of bugs me. Like it's like, oh, you're too close to your computer. Like,
well, if it works on a webcam,
I'm sure the distance that I am at from my computer now would probably work.
Yeah.
So I mean, just don't get too close.
They want to turn Xbox into what Natal was. Remember Xbox and Natal? It was Kinect before it was called Kinect. It was this revolutionary concept video.
Oh, I remember. That was Natal.
Yeah, Natal.
Yeah.
And then when Kinect came out, it wasn't really lived up to that hype, but then it had the potential to live up to that hype.
It did.
So
I mean, it still broke record sales.
Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting product.
It's better than the Wii U. Like when I got the Wii, when I picked it up the first time, I was like, wow, this is very different motion gaming. It's probably gonna be the future.
No, you know what made me pick up the Wii? When I saw my friend play bowling in his living room,
and you were like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Wii Sports kind of sold it for me.
Tennis, yeah, Wii Sports sold it for me.
Yeah. But now
and
it's
Twilight
like
Princess.
The Wii U, it's like I don't need that. It's just more.
Do we know how much the Wii U is?
It's probably gonna be like around $2 something.
Because it's $250.
It's probably gonna go back to its $250 is not worth it. It's just another. It's gonna turn into be another Wii.
But like, if you're in the market for a game system for $250, a Wii U, $250 PS Vita, what would you choose?
I spend extra money to get an Xbox.
Okay, fine. If an Xbox wasn't the choice, I'm talking about like competing markets now.
I mean, because
I think like the old physical, like between DS and PSP Vita, I think that's kind of dying out. Like, I think like mobile phones and iTouches and like tablet devices are taking over for gaming.
Right? Unless you're a hardcore gamer.
I used to be a hardcore gamer and didn't want to give up my PSP, but it's just like. After a while, it's like, do you really want to lug around a PSP in your pocket with your iPhone? I
my DS everywhere with me. Well, not now, but
I
did.
Well, that was then.
That was then, but like now you have like all these cool apps.
Nintendo and Sony were on a streak until now. Until recently, when
the one day when Sony and Nintendo license their games to mobile app developers and make like Zelda or Mario for iPod Touch or iPhone or Windows Phone, that will be the day I'll give my game systems. And that's the day...
I think it's coming soon, though. I feel like it's coming soon, though.
I'm tired of using emulators.
Well, they have emulators for the iPhone or iPod.
But you have to jailbreak them, and they're not officially sanctioned. I mean, yeah. I don't mind paying for Zelda.
But do you like playing it on an emulator? Do you like an emulator on your phone?
No, I don't. It doesn't give that... touchscreens are not the same as buttons. It just doesn't feel right.
I mean, people are trying to get away from buttons.
Right. So, I don't know.
I mean, if you want to buy it and have it collect dust and we use it like every now and then and put it in your bag, I mean, that's you.
Did you see the Fiona tablet?
No. There's so many tablets that, like, if it's not Apple or, a legitimate Android or Windows tablet, like, that's going to make it a real like presence to me, I'm not gonna really look at it.
It was a 10-inch tablet. It has a Core i7 in it with a huge GPU, and then it has game controllers glued to the sides of it, and they're billing this as a gaming tablet. It has the specs to prove it, and they were playing Skyrim on it. It was pretty insane.
How much was it?
I don't know. They didn't announce prices.
I'm gonna buy a tablet just for gaming.
CS, you never announce prices. CS is just basically like, here's what we can do.
It's just a concept show to me.
It's like a car show with concept cars.
Yeah.
And the iNuke had a price.
Like $3,000.
30,
$4 grand.
30 grand.
30 grand?
It was 30 grand.
It was $4 grand when I looked at Amazon.
No,
it was a smaller iNuke, I guess.
The iNuke Boom was 30 grand.
I think the regular iNuke was $4 grand.
Look at the iNuke from CES 2012. It was pretty insane.
I don't see why you need
a speaker like that.
But CES comes to a close, and basically we just wait till MWC now to see what Faux news comes up. That'll be my favorite time. What other news?
Oh my gosh, that iNuke is pretty crazy.
See? It's the size of a table and 30 grand.
Would you put that in your home theater?
It wouldn't fit in my house.
No, because that is the worst piece of industrial design I've ever seen in my life.
Is the quality of sound good, though?
I don't care. The design is awful.
But is the quality of sound good?
If you're paying 30 grand
Is
for
the quality of sound good? I just want to know. I don't care what it looks like. If the quality sounds good, then I'll find a place for it.
As a designer, I care what everything looks like. Let's talk about SOPA.
No.
Yeah.
Because
No.
Reddit, the CEO of Reddit, is
Hates-
so opposed to SOPA, he's closing down Reddit one day.
Ooh, one day. We'll be back on the next day.
What if Facebook and Twitter did that? Close down Facebook
They
and Twitter
wouldn't.
for one day.
They wouldn't.
They would not.
They would lose too much money.
I know they would, but imagine it. What
Money.
they did.
Imagine it would.
Fine, you're
It's-
trying to kill my philosophical discussion of
It's
SOPA.
not gonna happen.
But
Unless it goes out because of their server crashes. And,
Anonymous does something.
oh yeah,
to them.
people complain and bitch and moan about when Gmail crashes and it's like I can't get to my Gmail.
so, what search engines are you using now? Because I've fully switched to Bing now.
Really?
You know why? Because the new Google update totally screwed up Google search for me.
I don't have the new Google update.
Really? I saw it the first time yesterday. I was like, what the heck is this?
Now, instead of displaying search
See, I
results,
still get that one.
displaying search results from the web, they display search results based on their Google services. Now I don't get the information I want anymore. I get information of what my friends are looking up.
There's no opt-out feature.
There is an opt-out feature, but I shouldn't have to opt out of it. I should have to opt into this
at least
feature.
they give you an opt-out feature.
Show personal results. Show hide personal results.
Wait, it shows what?
It says show personal results or hide personal results.
Yeah, hide that. It's right there. It's a little nice button.
I know, but you have to do that every time you go back on Google, don't you?
Let's try again. Google.com. Yes, you do. You have to.
You have to opt out every time you search something.
Yes.
That ruined Google for me, and Bing has
Is that
finally
like
gone
for
a long
every?
way.
All right, if you already opt into it, is that for every page? Will you go to the next page?
All right. Let's see. No, it stays opted out.
Okay.
But every time you search, you have to opt out. You know how many times I just pull up Google just to search?
I mean, people push buttons for like images and stuff. It's just an extra button.
But that's not the point. The point is Google is totally abusing their monopoly, which is actually being looked under by antitrust laws right now. It is pretty bad.
But they give you an opt-out feature, so it's.
You shouldn't have to opt out of something.
But if you don't
search.
want to be if you want to be subject to it, you can opt out.
I'm not going to opt out in every single search I do. So I'm
It's
sorry,
gonna
Google.
be-
You
it's
just
just gonna-
lost another customer. You
Okay.
lost someone to serve ads to.
I'm
And actually,
never
Bing-
gonna go to Bing.
And Bing is actually really good now.
Never gonna go to Bing. Bing's terrible.
I
have
just
you-
remember being
when was
slow.
When was the last time you used Bing?
Never.
Exactly. So you can't say anything.
Actually, no. I would say
If you use it
when I started like
If you used it
our
pre-2010.
our senior research projects.
I don't know when that was, but Bing's actually really good.
That was
now.
like
Just
year
try
ago.
Bing
that was
for
like
1
March.
week. Try Bing for 1 week. I'm challenging Chris on the podcast. Try Bing for 1 week and see what he thinks.
Even on my phone. Like iPhone had to opt into Bing.
No, well, try it. Just try it. Just opt into Bing for 1 week. We'll see starting now, and then the next podcast, tell me your experiences.
All right.
You too, Alex. I'll challenge you to go into Bing.
So I should stop using Yahoo then?
No, Bing and Yahoo are the same now.
Are they?
Yeah, they're a partnership, and together they are the number. They have 33% of the search market in America.
I
So,
used to use Dogpile because it just incorporated every single search engine. but stop using it. So.
Well, is there anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think we hit everything.
CS over, burned out. Chris is burned out.
Oh no, I don't even hit the floor. It's just a lot of. It was just a lot of. I mean, it was a lot of crap. It was just a lot of concepts, a lot of stuff we're probably never going to see in 2012. It wasn't like, and it was nothing like groundbreaking. Like there was nothing groundbreaking announced from Windows.
We knew
there was nothing groundbreaking from Apple.
Yeah,
the
news that I actually care about.
It was a very predictable CES. Let's just say that. Well, MWC,
and especially with Microsoft leaving next year, it's just going to be. I mean, this year.
I'm actually kind of glad Microsoft's leaving.
Next year, it's just I don't really think I would ever go to CS anymore.
Would you go to Computex? Taiwan. Let's go.
What do they show in Computex?
Basically everything computers. And in Taiwan, they have this super mall where it's 5 floors of just computer parts.
So it's like a.
I'll check on my passport.
I have to go buy a passport.
Oh,
you don't have a passport?
No.
You don't travel out of the country that much? No. Do you fly a lot?
No. That's the last flight I probably took was like Washington, D.C. sophomore summer.
Wow, that's true.
And then before that, I went to Virginia when I was about 10. That was it.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so get your passport.
Yeah. Get your passport. We're going to go Computex. We're going to go to MWC. And then Alex and I are going to go to Sundance.
College is where I'm going to start getting those passport stamps. Just get it done during the summer.
Yep.
Start traveling.
Yeah, just backpack into Europe. It's super fun.
I want to backpack through Asia.
I would not do that.
Why?
As an Asian, I would not do that.
The good parts.
As an American Asian, I would hell no do that. There's a reason why we stay in villages, Chris. There's a reason why we don't leave the countryside. There's a reason we don't venture to the big city.
I kind of want to go into.
There's a reason why Hangover 2 happened.
Yeah.
Wait, are we allowed to say that? Or are they going to take us down?
No, they're going to sue us now.
It's not like we're a mega upload.
Oh, Jesus, the mega upload song. Mega upload. Okay, well, of course, we'll be here next week. CS is over. We're burnt out. So sorry if this podcast wasn't as exciting.
It went really fast.
It went really fast. There was not that, which is strange because we had so much news to talk about.
37 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But definitely check us out next week. It'll be hilarious next week because we're probably going to be high and drunk or a combination of the two.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
This is ridiculous.
Or I will be.
We're going to start stretching for our limbs for, what is it? What's coming up next? What's
MWC.
The next? Yeah, MWC.
In late February. And with that, we'll wrap up. You can always reach us.
iPads. Do you think they're going to be announced soon?
February, that's what I heard.
February, definitely February. But let's leave that for next week because CES was not an iPad show. But you know what I did saw at CES? An iPad case that was 2/3 done.
2/3 done.
Because they didn't know what the iPad 3 was going to look like.
So
it was just half of it.
I want an iPad 2 case out of Gorilla Glass 2.
Oh, Gorilla Glass 2. How do you think that's going to do?
If they do the new iPhone in it, I think it'd be amazing because instead of like people shatter their iPhone 4s like crazy and 4Ss, but they're just.
But Gorilla Glass doesn't stop shattering; it stops scratches from becoming.
I thought
cracked.
It stops shattering because it's like 200. The guy was putting about 200 pounds of pressure onto it.
Well, if you drop it, it's still going to shatter. But yeah, standby pressure is not going to do anything. And if it has a scratch, it's supposed to present scratches. But if it somehow does get a scratch, it makes sure that scratch doesn't become a bigger crack. So, but if you drop it, you'll still break it.
Oh, that's great.
So Gorilla Glass is not invincible.
But it's better.
But it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So let's try this again. We're wrapping up. You can always reach us on Facebook at facebook.com/checkoutloud. Of course, we're on Twitter at checkoutloud. I'm at Anding, ANDANG, Walton is at Chris Walton, and Alex Weston is at Alex Weston, but instead of an O, it's a 0. And we're YouTube. And we're on YouTube.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah,
but we'll
Alex.
Get to it. Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be on iTunes, Chris.
And talk about our new logo.
And we have a new logo that I designed, basically mimicking how we're sitting right now, which is pretty creepy because I didn't plan on that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't plan on that. So, but it worked. Yeah. So check us out, and thanks for listening so much, and we'll be back next week. See you guys.